Days after the horrific terror attack at Sydney's Bondi Beach, US President Donald Trump has called for a global fight against radical Islamic terrorism. Trump was speaking at a White House event marking the Jewish festival of Hanukkah.
Terrible thing. We don't learn. We're joined in mourning all of those who were killed, and we're praying for the swift recovery of the wounded. Some are very horrifically wounded, as you probably know. All nations must stand together against the evil forces of radical Islamic terrorism, and we're doing that.
While terrorism has no religion, it does have certain preferred geographies to flourish. But surprisingly, the Trump administration has been silent on the biggest epicenter of terrorism, Pakistan. In fact, the recently released National Security Strategy document has dropped all critical references to Islamabad and its support for cross-border terrorism. This marks a sharp departure from the 2017 strategy document during Trump's first term, which was highly critical of Pakistan's role. However, open-source data confirms what has been known for decades now. Pakistan alone has over 100 citizens and entities linked to terror networks on the United Nations 1267 list, a consolidated list of individuals and entities associated with terror networks. These Pakistan-based terrorists have carried out several heinous terror attacks in India, including the 26/11 Mumbai attacks, which claimed 166 innocent lives, the 2019 Pulwama terror attack, which claimed the lives of 40 Indian security personnel, and the Pahalgam terror attack this year, in which 26 innocent lives were lost. However, it is not just South Asia that has been bearing the brunt of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. Islamabad's terror factory has been exporting terrorism worldwide. Europe, in particular, has emerged as one of the biggest breeding grounds for Pakistan-linked terror networks. Since the year 2000, over 45 individuals linked with Pakistan have been arrested in terror activities across Spain, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Austria, Belgium, and Norway. Spain has emerged as the most affected European country. The country alone accounts for around 50% of terror cases. In March this year, Spanish police arrested 10 Pakistani nationals over terror charges. Similarly, in 2023, 14 Pakistani nationals were arrested for terror activities. And in 2017, Spanish police had arrested a Pakistani jihadi suspect. Pakistani connections have also emerged in terror probe and activities in other parts of Europe, including France, the Netherlands, and even in the Baltic state of Norway. The United Kingdom is the second most affected country in Europe. Major attacks include the London bombings in 2005, where all 4 suicide bombers were sons of Pakistani immigrants. Similarly, the 2019 London Bridge attack traced its roots to a Pakistani-born Al-Qaeda terrorist who was setting up terror training facilities in Pakistan. The United States also has been at the receiving end of Pakistan-sponsored terror. Remember, 9/11 mastermind Osama bin Laden was found in Pakistan's Abbottabad, sheltered by no less than the Pakistani army. Since the year 2000, at least 17 individuals, all with connections to Pakistan, have been involved in failed attacks and terror plots on US soil. Time and again, India has exposed how Pakistan provides a fertile breeding ground for terror networks and shelters the likes of Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, both United Nations proscribed terror groups. The war against radical Islamic terrorism has to strike at the heart of terror factories in Pakistan.